before we jump into the content, folks, we do want to tell you that a little bit about our new channel, Utah Hockey DNA. This is a channel that we've launched specifically for our Utah Hockey Club. The channel will be linked in the description below. All of our Utah hockey content will be posted here first. If you have not yet, check out that channel, hit that subscribe button. We're giving away a sweet Utah Hockey Club jersey, so make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving that away.
Yep, and make sure you guys go down, look into our merch. There's a sweet hoodie, t-shirts with this logo on it.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. So back to the Utah Hockey Club. Let's jump into that.
Yeah.
So we were going to talk about something else, but let's just jump into the main topic of the day that came out today. And that was, it was announced today that they are pivoting away from Yeti or Yetis as the team name at the next 4 home games. So this is the thing that came out. So if you're attending one of the home games over the next 4 games, you can have the opportunity, nay, the privilege to vote on the final 3 options for your Utah Hockey Club. Option 1, Utah Hockey Club. Option 2, Utah Mammoth. Option 3, Utah Wasatch. Now, the third option is meant to be a replacement of Yeti, which allows the team to still have the Yeti mascot, which is, according to reps from the SEC, will be known as the
SEG.
Sorry, SEG. Sorry, autocorrect. Thank you very much for making me use so much college football content that corrected on me. SEG rep saying that the Yeti's name, have you heard this?
No.
The Yeti's name is Mountain Defender.
Mountain Defender.
Yeah. So this was a statement that the team said in a statement here. We have engaged with Yeti coolers extensively. The NHL has also helped us engage with them. At the end of the day, the trademark that allows us to print Yeti or Yetis on clothing without coexisting agreement we would not be able to print that. So basically, what we said last week is kind of exactly, see, this is my problem. See, you and I were both way off on last week. You thought like this was a golden opportunity for them to work with Yeti to kind of figure that out. They met with Yeti. They said, yeah, no, thanks. And then
Yeti's like hard pass.
Yeah. And then I'm like, this is just part of the process. They know what they're doing. They're just going through the motions. The fact that they put in Wasatch here shows me that they have absolutely no clue what they're doing.
Wasatch is a terrible name.
Yeah, nobody's voting for that.
No, absolutely not. If you go to one of these games and vote for Wasatch, I want you to immediately go to the drinking fountain and attempt to just cover your face in water because you are wrong.
Exactly. We got first comment here from that Greg Hawkins. I hate it.
I hate it.
Mammoth is the play, gents. Yeah, agreed.
Unfortunately,
for me, I'm still hung up on this, man. I think the name should be the Utah Hockey Club. Like, I don't know why it's so. We've got we've got other sports that do that. You got the different companies that call themselves, different teams that call themselves soccer team or the soccer club, or like, what's so wrong with the Utah Hockey Club? I dig the color vibe. I dig the logo. I dig how they're doing that. You can still have a Yeti as your mascot. You can do whatever you want there, but there's nothing wrong with that name. However, I do like Mammoth, and you know why?
Why?
It's singular.
Mammoth is singular.
It is not plural. Like, yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and hit another one of these comments here. We've got, I like Mammoth, but Wasatch, they don't have to change a thing, sounds like. Exactly. We'll get into that a little bit. Ryan Smith clearly hates Outlaw or Blizzard. Probably has a similar issue with Yeti. He wanted Yeti. Honestly, I think that he is taking the path of least resistance. I think that he is going after whatever. He's not going to have to put any effort in on trademarks. Greg, come on, man.
I just read it.
This isn't Europe, Darren. We need a mascot.
Thank you. I actually totally agree. We got to have something. Utah Hockey Club's not bad, but we got to have something here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is the Utah? Where is the name Bear for the Utah Jazz?
Well,
he's like the most iconic NBA mascots out there.
He's a Jazz Bear, though.
He's the Jazz Bear, right? We couldn't figure out a way to make like another.
He's also the Utah Hockey Club's mascot currently.
For now, you know. I just think, I don't know. I think it's a little ridiculous. Anyway, man, what's your take on all this, man? What are you thinking here?
I think Utah Hockey Club was a great interim name, but you don't. There's something missing. I'm gonna go to a hockey club game. Like what hockey club? Like which hockey club? A Utah hockey club.
Yeah. Well, what's a Real?
But if you're in Salt Lake and you say I'm going to a Real game, everyone knows you're going to a soccer game.
Yeah. If you're going to a hockey game, there no one's going to the Grizzlies anymore. Like,
yeah.
But
the thing is like at all levels, it's just hockey and a club.
That's true.
It could be anybody. You know what I mean? Like they're just hockey club. You need a name. You need like I'm going to a Jazz game. I'm going to even if you say I'm going to a Grizzlies game, everyone knows damn well where you're going.
Go to a Bees game. Okay. You know where you're going.
Bees, exact. All sports, you know where you're heading.
Yeah. So basically, if you're attending any home games in the next 4 home games, there's going to be kiosks where you're going to be able to vote. No, you won't. On one of these 3 names.
You will get the idea that you're allowed to vote, but it's going to be Mammoth.
It's going to be pre-selected. This was, once they realized that they were going to get pushed back, they've already pre-selected the name, and it's going to be what it is. They're using this whole fan voting thing as kind of a gimmick. I honestly don't think if everybody went in there and everybody voted for Wasatch, I guarantee you it wouldn't be Wasatch. Like if everybody went in there and voted Mammoth, I'm just glad Caribou's not on the list. I just see the point.
Caribou an option?
It was more of an option than Wasatch. It at least was on the list of the last 20.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? So this is kind of this is kind of where I'm going to leave it with the Utah Hockey Club when it comes to this, is that this is just further proof that SEG has absolutely no idea what they're doing once they got their hands on this franchise. This team did something that was amazing. They somehow within 4 months turned around a team, bought a team, got it here, got everything squared away, and made it happen, and fully fleshed out an entire franchise in 4 months. Well, guess what? In 6 months since then, you have proven that you have absolutely no clue what you're doing. You don't have a team name locked down. You're now waiting until they're like less than half the season left, and we don't know what the name's going to be. Are you kidding me? And we're having another fan vote, and it's only for the people who are attending home games. They're claiming there's going to be over 15,000 per home game. There's not going to be 15,000 people at these home games. You know, this team is exactly at 49 points right now, which is exactly the same amount of points they had last year as the Coyotes at this time. So we're not showing an improvement on the ice. We're not showing improvement off the ice. This is just, for me, showing how just really kind of up in the air that this franchise has been since they've been acquired by SCG. You know, I had it in my head last week that it made sense because there was a trademark issue and they were just going to be part of the process. But obviously this late in the game to throw a brand new name in there that wasn't even in the top 20. Where'd they get this name? Did they just choose it? They just decide, hey, we're just going to put in Wasatch there and call it there, you know? And they obviously didn't shot that name. They basically just said, you know, hey, how about Wasatch? And they're like, cool, boss. You know, it took I don't think anybody who heard that name thought that was a good idea.
I think it should have been Wasatch Commanders.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I'll die on the hill that the Commanders needed to change their name. Like team needed to change their name.
For the record, did you hear that they're potentially getting Redskins back?
Yes, I have heard that. And while I understand why they're doing that, I just think that that's probably the one name that should have been changed, just simply because of the term of where it's from. The term Redskin has a very, very bad origin.
Right.
It's not just because, that's what they called Native Americans. No, it's much worse than that.
Correct.
It's, it's about literally killing Native Americans for money. It's not okay. That name should not be let back in the league. But hey, let them do what they want to do.
Who are you to say?
Who am I to say?
Oh, I like this one.
Yeah. So we've got Utah Ice Jazz. I like that. Utah Jazz.
Going to an Ice Jazz game.
Yeah. Let's see here. Utah Wasatch makes my mouth full of
marbles.
Utah Wasatch.
What that?
That is great. That is great. Ryan Smith is Robber Baron.
I think it says Robber Baron.
Okay. I can't see you from that far away, The
screen is very far. Just so you guys know, it's a very small screen and it's across the room.
It's a decent sized monitor for a desk.
24?
Don't size judge my
27?
monitor.
I can't tell. It's 24 or 27, but it's like
back
a mile away.
It's back there. But yeah, so I don't know, man. As far as when it comes to the two, to Joe's question there, when it comes to the two mascots there, I know one of them is going to be the mascot logo. is going to be either a Yeti. I've heard this, that it's either going to be a Yeti itself or a type of storm that looks like a.
So they're supposed to announce what the actual branding looks like, right? I'm pretty sure in the coming days the branding's actually coming. So my question to you is if the branding, we know what Utah Hockey Club looks like, right? Utah, it's the color scheme. The color scheme's not changing. If the Wasatch has a better branding, would you pick Wasatch just because the branding's better, or would you choose Mammoth just because you like the name?
I will choose Mammoth just because it's singular.
Just because it's singular.
I gotta get that off the screen. I'm gonna pick Mammoth just simply because it's better than I think Wasatch is terrible. I don't think anybody's gonna like it. And I'm also going to say that Utah Hockey Club is not a name that everybody wants to keep. It's what the name should be, in my opinion, but apparently I'm in the minority there. And I do think
because we're not in Europe.
Because Mammoth, I think, just makes more sense. It's plural. It's a singular entity, like the Kraken. Like if you're gonna have a mythical creature, it should be singular. The Vegas Golden Knights is plural.
Well, I don't think a mammoth is a mythical creature. They existed.
No, they don't exist now.
That's only for a couple more years. Did you hear that they're trying to bring back a mammoth?
Yeah, it won't be an actual mammoth, but it'll be a version of one. Yeah,
which is really cool. But that's a completely different show.
Completely different topic. Let us know if you guys want to start. I was doing the DNA cryptic,
cryptic animal review.
Cryptic animal review. Cryptic podcast.
I actually love that idea, though. You know what I mean? Like cool. We're just gonna talk about all kinds of silliness. You guys tune in and listen to us and tell us we're wrong.
Oh, that's a very good point. Greg did mention mammoths were at least native in Utah, so that's very true.
Exactly.
So, way to be a history buff there, Greg. I appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know, man. When it comes to it, I just think this more evidence that this franchise is basically repeating the same mistakes that they have with the previous franchise, and I'm definitely not looking forward to
not the same mistakes, though. They at least have an arena and the funding to build an arena, and they got it. They got it all.
Yeah, it's really nice of this company to swindle the taxpayers out of $1 billion so they could build a new stadium for two franchises that are not in the playoff picture.
Dude, what's $1 billion between friends? You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, man. We'll talk more about this when we talk about in the next segment there. But we'd love to hear from you folks in the comments down below. Which one are you picking? Let us know. Is it the Utah Mammoth? Is it the Utah Hockey Club? Or is it the Utah Wasatch with a mouthful of marbles? We'd love to hear from you on that. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. As a reminder, we did just launch our channel, Utah Hockey DNA. This is a channel specifically for all your Utah hockey content. We're going to be posting all that here first. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. A link to that channel will be down below if you're watching this on our main channel, DNA Sports Recap. Make sure you check us out over there.
Yep. Make sure you check that merch.
That's right. Great hoodie down below. Check it out.